the First Minister of Wales, Mark Drakeford, has stood down in the last few minutes as the Welsh Labour leader. I think it is just a personal decision, which will be taken with immediate effect. He'll stay on until his successor is appointed. Been in the post since Carwyn Jones resigned in 2018, so he's been there for exactly 5 years. I've interviewed a lot of politicians. Actually, I will take a moment to do this. Ben and Caroline will be up first on the food conversation, but I will take a moment to mark it. He's not died, so it's not an epitaph or anything like that. But it is a stepping down. I've interviewed a lot of politicians, and none of them are remotely like Mark Drakeford. In every imaginable way, he completely broke all of your preconceptions about what politicians would be like. Left, right, or in the middle. There is a certain commonality that politicians have. Some have it in spades and some have it in relatively small quantities. Mark Drakeford had none of it. Mark Drakeford could come into a room and nobody would notice. He was such a self-effacing. He is such a self-effacing man. And I thought that quiet calmness was absolutely fascinating in contrast to what Boris Johnson was doing during COVID. So Wales has got all sorts of problems. NHS, Labour have not delivered any form of utopia in Wales. But I have to say he is probably the most human politician, if you know what I mean by that I've ever met. And it was just such lovely company. He's such a thoughtful man. One of those politicians I think you had to work a bit to earn their trust, because they're conscious that usually interviews are designed to try and trip people up by, asking them who they think is going to win Strictly Come Dancing if they're culture secretary, and then pretending that that's somehow relevant to their grasp of their brief. But once he established that you weren't in the sort of cheap seats of journalism, he was a fascinating and thoughtful man.